In a stunning development that signals a major shift in the global space race, China and Russia have signed a strategic agreement to build a nuclear power plant on the moon by 2036, an ambitious leap that could catapult them ahead in lunar colonization efforts and significantly outpace the United States in the next great era of space exploration. This move represents not just a technological milestone, but a geopolitical power play that could reshape who leads in humanity's return to the moon. You're watching In the Know News, where we break down the stories that matter most across science, technology, and the global stage. The nuclear facility is slated to be the backbone of the jointly planned International Lunar Research Station, ILRS, a sprawling lunar base that will be constructed near the moon's south pole. This location is a deliberate and calculated choice. It is believed to contain valuable resources, such as water ice, which is essential for producing oxygen and fuel, and helium-3, a rare isotope that holds enormous promise for nuclear fusion energy. The lunar South Pole is increasingly viewed as the prime real estate for permanent habitation and scientific research, and China and Russia appear determined to stake their claim before others get a chance to catch up. According to reports from the China National Space Administration, CNSA, construction of the nuclear plant will rely on robotic systems, eliminating the need for human crews in the initial phases. These automated systems are expected to assemble the plant and key infrastructure between 2033 and 2035, with the goal of activating the power station by 2036. This timeline aligns with a broader sequence of missions, beginning with China's Chang'e-8 mission, which will launch in 2028 to begin laying the groundwork for the ILRS. Following that, a series of heavy-lift rocket launches will deliver the equipment necessary to build and support the outpost. What sets this initiative apart is not only its technical ambition, but the growing coalition of nations signing on to support and participate in the project. As of now, at least 17 countries have expressed their commitment to the ILRS, including South Africa, Egypt, Pakistan, Venezuela, and Azerbaijan. This is not just a scientific collaboration. It's a widening alliance that may serve as a counterbalance to Western-led space initiatives, particularly NASA's Artemis program and the planned Lunar Gateway. While the United States has its own plans to return to the moon through Artemis, ongoing debates over funding and shifting political priorities have introduced uncertainty. For example, budget proposals have suggested cutting back on NASA's Lunar Gateway, a planned space station that would orbit the moon and serve as a staging point for surface missions. These uncertainties raise serious questions about whether the U.S. can maintain its leadership in lunar exploration. Meanwhile, China and Russia are accelerating with clarity of purpose, structured timelines, and growing international backing, potentially leaving America struggling to regain lost ground in what is increasingly becoming a high-stakes, multipolar space race. The implications of China and Russia establishing a nuclear-powered base on the moon are profound. Beyond the immediate technological and scientific benefits, such a facility would give its operators long-term, sustainable access to the lunar surface. That would open doors to deep space missions, advanced research, and even the mining of lunar materials, an edge that could define the next century of exploration and economic development beyond Earth. As the moon becomes the next frontier for geopolitical influence, China and Russia's alliance marks a pivotal moment. It sends a clear signal that leadership in space is no longer determined by legacy, but by strategy, innovation, and the ability to execute bold visions. The moon, once a symbol of Cold War rivalry, is now shaping up to be the proving ground for the world's emerging powers, and the race is heating up faster than many anticipated. Thanks for joining us here on In the Know News. We're committed to bringing you the most important, factual, and thought-provoking developments from around the world and beyond. Be sure to subscribe and stay informed as we continue to follow this unfolding chapter in space history, one that may very well determine who defines the future of life beyond Earth.